If you were to pick a player that would help you win a championship, who would you pick? I would pick Giannis. Y'all remember when Dame looked?
I really believe Dame, he's going to close the game out. The year I won? Yeah, the year I won?
I hope he would get to play with Giannis at some point. Those two would be a very, very nice combo. You know, gonna get to the rim. He's a good playmaker, good defender, disruptive. I would bring something to the table that complements what he does and vice versa.
A 2029 Milwaukee first-round pick and a couple of unprotected, find the assets that would allow them to land Lillard.
The Portland Trail Blazers have finally traded Damian Lillard. He could have demanded a trade years ago. I begged Damian Lillard for the last 6 years. 6 years to ask out of Portland. He wouldn't do it. That's how much he loved being there. That's how much he loved representing that organization and, more importantly, Rip City. I am disgusted for Damian Lillard because this wasn't his choice. And many, many years earlier, when he could have demanded a trade out of Portland, all right, but never did, when he finally decided to after a decade, they don't give him what he wants. You could have asked out years earlier. Damian Lillard didn't do that. He got his money, no doubt about that, and staying with the same team enabled him to get his money. But in the end, he didn't get to go where he wanted to land. And I personally thought that the Portland Trail Blazers owed him that, but that's just me. They made a good deal for themselves. It's undeniable. And as a result, it's a perfect situation for Damian Lillard. To be the point guard with that ball in your hands, to have Giannis Antetokounmpo as your teammate, to have Brooke Lopez and Bobby Porter and those boys and Chris Middleton, new coach Adrian Griffin. We'll see what he's worth because we know what Budenholzer could do. We don't know what Adrian Griffin could do yet, but it remains to be seen. Bottom line is Damian Lillard wasn't sent to some scrub team.
Yo, NBA, man. Y'all need to look into the Bucks for champions. Y'all do.
I don't blame him. If he's a bit salty, he should be. Jimmy Butler was looking forward to having Damian Lillard. Jimmy Butler in Miami with Damian Lillard, with Bam Adebayo and those boys, legitimately would have an even better chance of coming out of the East and competing for an NBA championship. Not only do they not get Damian Lillard, which is where Damian Lillard wanted to go, but also they end up being seen as an inferior team to the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics, who recently acquired Kristaps Porzingis a couple of months ago. Philly, what can you say? Philly's in a world of trouble. Joel Embiid, keep your eyes open for Joel Embiid. He might demand to be traded after this. He just might demand to be traded. The Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics are now tit for tat as to who's the favorite in the Eastern Conference to go to the NBA Finals. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Now, we can sit up there and easily say Milwaukee because you got a closer in Damian Lillard. We don't have to look at Giannis trying to get you to go down. He's going downhill and you got to find a way to guard him. We don't have to worry about Giannis getting to the hole trying to dunk on somebody or get a layup because he damn sure wasn't about to pull up for a jump shot. Oh no, he can get a ball at Dame time. And you know what he can do. The brother has sent people home in his career. I love Paul George. He sent them home. I respect the hell out of the future Hall of Famer that is Russell Westbrook. He sent them home. He sent home Dwight Howard. He sent home James Harden. Just finished averaging 32 this season. 32. A career 25-point per game scorer. A career 37% shooter from three-point range. If it were not for Steph Curry, there isn't a point guard in this nation that we would be talking about we want more than Damian Lillard. And now you got him to pair him with Giannis Antetokounmpo. I respect the hell out of Drew Holiday. He ain't no damn Damian Lillard. Sorry. Grayson Allen, like him as a young player, feisty as hell. You ain't Damian Lillard. You ain't Damian Lillard. Dame time has come to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The only mistake Damian Lillard made was telling them Miami, definitively, publicly. He should have threw out several teams, but told them privately, I want to get to Miami, so Miami could have worked with them to get a third team involved to get the deal done, to get him to Miami. They didn't do that. If you're the Milwaukee Bucks, this should tell you something, because you got to remember something that's very, very important. Giannis Antetokounmpo hinted towards leaving. Now he's got this season coming up, and then the following season, and then after that, it's a player option. But the year before a player option arrives is when a player usually demands to be traded if indeed they truly, truly want out. And why did Giannis feel that way? Could it be because Miami smoked them at 5? Could it be because eventually Embiid is going to get some help along with Tyrese Maxey? Could it be Boston acquired Kristaps Porzingis. The brother is 7'3". He can shoot the three. He can block shots. And he's joining Al Horford and Robert Williams. And Jason Tatum is 6'9". And Jaylen Brown is 6'7". They got some decent size on them. One of the top two teams in the Eastern Conference and one of the top three teams in the NBA. But it's a great, great basketball decision by the Milwaukee Bucks to acquire him. It's the perfect fit for him. The Boston Celtics, with the crew that they have. Question marks about Mazzulla's coaching? Well, guess what? There's question marks about Milwaukee's new coach, Adrian Griffin, because Budenholzer is gone. If the Denver Nuggets, the reigning defending NBA champion, were to actually get back to the NBA Finals, which I believe is a huge question mark, going against these Milwaukee Bucks would be a little bit different than going up against Miami. Giannis can handle his business against Jokic. I don't think I would pick Milwaukee to lose to Denver. I don't think I would pick Boston to lose to Denver. And by the way, I'm not so sure Denver is going to take out the Lakers this year if they stay healthy and Anthony Davis doesn't resemble a Mr. Roller Coaster. And don't get me started if the Clippers get healthy. And we haven't forgotten Phoenix because Nurkic is there instead of DeAndre Ayton. With KD, with Devin Booker, with Bradley Beal. I'm not sure Denver's coming out of the West, but I know this much. Whoever comes out of the East with Boston or Milwaukee, Dame time has arrived.
The big winner is the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, Adrian is man. He's got a great team to start. You know, I like what the Celtics did, going out and getting Porzingis. But I think it's fair to say that the Milwaukee Bucks are the favorites going into the season to win the NBA championship. So I think it's going to be beneficial to both guys. You know, Giannis, I think the one thing he's going to have to learn to do, and I've always thought it was the one weakness of his game, he's got to learn to play without the basketball. It's going to make the game easier for him. I think he's going to get a lot more easier baskets in the full court. In the half court, him and Dame, man, and Chris. I mean, you think about it. When they won the championship, their pick and roll was Chris Middleton and Giannis. Now you're going to have Giannis and Dame. Man, that is going to be explosive. So Giannis, I think, is going to really help him, but it's going to definitely help Dame because he ain't going to have to do it all by himself. He's going to have two guys, not one. He's going to have two guys they can get a ball to, and he don't let me in Portland. Anytime, you know, you go back and look at Portland, every big shot they've had the last 5 to 7 to 10 years has been him making a Hail Mary from half court. Now he can make that shot, but now he's going to have Giannis and Chris Middleton. So, man, it's a great day for the Milwaukee Bucks. And I'm not upset with what the Suns did. I mean, obviously, they already made their big move going out getting Bradley Beal. I think they're probably, well, I don't want to say they're the favorite in the West because, man, I love what the Lakers have done. I mean, you take your head off to what the Lakers have done this summer. I think them and the Suns are the two favorites because I really think the Nuggets lost some good players, man. I think the Nuggets lost some good players. I don't want to disrespect the champs. But if you ask me going in, I think the Lakers and the Suns are the two favorites in the West. In the East, it's the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks.